time for another episode of Channel 2 News. It is Monday, May 10th, 2021, and we are ready for another episode of your Channel 2 News. I see some of you are already on the Slides app, slides.app.goo.gl/KC9TC. slides.app.goo.gl/KC9TC. And we've already got some people popping in with some things. We got somebody who always says during this period, toast. Colton Morgan had a decent weekend. Not bad at all. No complaints. Tina, I'm sorry you didn't get your potato. I'll see what I can do about that. Dalton also said toast, and Anonymous said cheese. You guys are a bunch of oddballs. By the way, if you go in there, there is a link. You can't click on it, obviously, from the video, but there is a link. I also sent it to your homeroom teachers. I am doing a survey. Let me see if I can pull this up here. I think that I can. I think I can pull it up and show it to you. All right, so let me share this tab instead. All right, so their link is to a survey. So I narrowed down the top results with the honorable mentions. I just pulled these pictures off the internet, so they are not accurate representations. But I need you to vote for cafeteria pizza, cafeteria orange chicken, cafeteria baked potato, cafeteria chicken tenders, cafeteria Salisbury steak. Don't even know if they actually serve this anymore. And old school rectangle pizza. All right, so these are your choices for cafeteria survey. Once we get the top results in, maybe I'll have a little bit more of a competition or something. I don't know. We'll do something fun with it. All right, but I'd like to determine the final winner of top cafeteria food. What is the number one cafeteria food? All right, so homeroom teachers have that. They sent that to you. I also put it in the slides. All right, let's take a look at everything else I got for today. I don't have a question of the day, no trivia of the day. I'm sorry. I should have another question of the day coming up, but I would like you to answer the cafeteria question. Cafeteria food, what's your top favorite? Let's see here. Ooh, we actually have 33 responses already. Let's see who's winning. Who is winning? Share this tab instead. Who is winning? It looks like right now we got 33 people voted. Looks like right now, oh man, it looks like it's a tie between cafeteria pizza and orange chicken. Pizza and orange chicken are winning. Oh, no, wait. Chicken tenders is winning. Oh, no, wait, it's changing as I speak. Chicken tenders is winning. You can only vote once. You can change your vote if you change your mind. You can change your vote. Once you go to that link, you can you can't vote again, but you can change your vote. You have to be signed in with your District 118 account. But right now, it looks like chicken tenders is winning. I did not see that coming. Cafeteria pizza is second place. Orange chicken is third place. And we got old school rectangle pizza and baked potato tied for last place. All right, so that's interesting. I'll keep you updated. 38 votes now. All right, so let's go through our quote of the day. Quote of the day today is another old one from Plato. This one, I like this quote just because it makes me laugh, because it reminds me of things that happen every once in a while in school. And you know what I'm talking about. There's some kids that need to hear this quote. The wise speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. Ever heard somebody, I just have to say something? No, you don't. You don't have to say something. But I just have to say something. No, you don't. You don't have to say anything. Wise speak when they have something to say. You got something to say, you can say it. If you just have to say something, No, you don't. You don't have to say anything. I have found now. I have to talk here because if I didn't, this would be a really boring news show. But I found in most group situations, it's better to just. Ooh, I'm sorry, I just yawned. Better to just be quiet. Even a fool is thought wise if he keeps his mouth shut. All right. Let's see here. Quote of the day. National days. I don't know what all these are. Clean up your room day. That one makes sense. Lipid day. Lipids are like fats or something, right? Do we have any science teachers on here? What's a lipid? Shrimp day. Now I'm hungry. Washington day. Is that Washington, the president, the state? I don't know. Women's checkup day. Big 12 all-conference football players. First team, Larvell Watkins, Eric Turner, Mac Walker, Joey Irons, Devin Miles. Honorable mention, Caleb Robinson, Jamarion Clark, Randy Wesley, Matthew McQuan, and Matthew Thomas. If you are a freshman and toured the CTE classrooms on Wednesday the 5th, that was May the 5th, please email Mr. Greenhall and let him know that you are interested in taking a class and which class you are interested in next year, right? Remember, you can learn to work with the robots. That's the preferable option. Or for them, the less preferable option. Dun, dun, dun. Don't work for the robots, no. The last day of College Express is Tuesday, May 11th. Students with their own transportation who do not need guided support should arrive by 10:30 a.m. Students who are bused from DAC to DHS will receive updated bus information from Ms. Baker. That was actually last week. College Express students who choose to come for guided support are reliant on the bus to get to DHS should report to Study Hall for second and third period. This is for freshmen. This is not today. This will be for tomorrow. Birthdays. I cannot stop yawning. Birthdays. Nicholas Kane, Nehemiah Hill, Juwan Lyons, Kiara Red, Devin Reed, Nevaeh Turman. Happy birthday. Dean Insider today. Always like to give you some Dean advice. I got none. You're not here. You're home. Oh, man, I should have put on there, turn on your camera. Answers. This was if I had a question of the day. I didn't. Still, chicken tenders are winning. And if you hung around to the end, I want to play for you this video. This is Jimmy Stewart reading a poem. This is the best and worst poem I've ever heard.
You want to hear it? Now this
can't hardly take it. If you're still watching.
Well, they could always start the wedding late, I guess. Now the title of it is Bo. That's the name of the dog. He never came to me when I would call unless I had a tennis ball, or he felt like it. But mostly he didn't come at all. When he was young, he never learned to heel or sit or stay. He did things his way. Discipline was not his bag, but when you were with him, things sure didn't drag. He'd dig up a rose bush just to spite me, and when I'd grab him, he'd turn and bite me. He bit lots of folks from day to day. The delivery boy was his favorite prey. The gas man wouldn't read our meter. He said we owned a real man-eater. He set the house on fire, but the story's long to tell. Suffice to say that he survived and the house survived as well. And on evening walks, and Gloria took him, he was always first out the door. The old one and I brought up the rear because our bones were sore. And he'd charge up the street with Mom hanging on. What a beautiful pair they were. And if it was still light and the tourists were out, they created a bit of a stir. But every once in a while, he'd stop in his tracks and with a frown on his face, look around. It was just to make sure that the old one was there to follow him where he was bound. We're early to bedders in our house. I guess I'm the first to retire. And as I'd leave the room, he'd look at me and get up from his place by the fire. He knew where the tennis balls were upstairs, and I'd give him one for a while, and he'd push it under the bed with his nose, and I'd dig it out with a smile. But before very long, he'd tire of the ball, and he'd be asleep in his corner in no time at all. And there were nights when I'd feel him climb upon our bed and lie between us, and I'd pat his head. And there were nights when I'd feel this stare, and I'd wake up and he'd be sitting there, and I'd reach out to stroke his hair, and sometimes I'd feel him sigh, and I think I know the reason why. He'd wake up at night and he would have this fear of the dark, of life, of lots of things, and he'd be glad to have me near. And now he's dead. And there are nights when I think I feel him climb upon our bed and lie between us, and I pat his head. And there are nights when I think I feel that stare, and I reach out my hand to stroke his hair, and he's not there. Oh, how I wish that wasn't so. I'll always love a dog named Bo.
Wasn't that just the best and worst poem? Silly, goofy, but man, Jimmy Stewart, man, he read that the only the way it Jimmy Stewart. Oh, I'll always love a boy named Bo. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. If you've ever had a dog that you loved, I bet that struck a painful chord. I apologize. No one else told you today that love you. I do. And don't forget to vote for your favorite cafeteria food. See y'all later.